Hello guys, and welcome to episode 9 of F1 2017 Career Mode, and we're going to begin with taking some power unit penalties. Azerbaijan, let's be honest, isn't going to favour us, so let's take a penalty while we're unlikely to gain anything from it. We're going to fit a new gearbox as well, gearbox where is a concern, and, well, we all did one lap in Q1, so enjoy it.
To return to the pits within the next couple of laps.
And as you can see by being only P11, we're struggling for pace relative to other tracks, and we did make it for Q1 I can say, but only in 14th, and we're struggling relative to the AI because Fernando is not actually that far behind for once. Inevitably in Q2 we didn't set time, because what's the point if we're going to take millions of penalties anyway, so we're just going to have to accept that. We've been beaten by Fernando for once, and now the resource points we are accumulating quite a bit here, because we're still waiting for our upgrades from last race to happen in Austria. That'll be the last race, by the way, where we have to wait 2 weeks for minor upgrades, so that's good news. In the rivalry, Kvyat's got us fresh. He beat us by 3 times. He actually played qualified, so it's now a level draw, 5 apiece in the rivalry. 1/6 of the way there to defeating each other. Ooh, it's a bit close at the moment. The team, they're non-plus. We did better than expected, but Fernando beat us, which is quite inevitable considering the situation we put ourselves in. But hey, I'm not going to be complaining too much about that. And now it'll be time for the agent goals. I wonder what they're going to expect us to do from P last.
Hi, it's Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
So they expect us to make only 3 places in the race. So what? Are they expecting us just to pick up from retirement? Are they expecting us to overtake the Saubers and maybe Fernando? Who's to say? But anyway, it's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, a race that in real life was actually quite frantic. And Sebastian, we're watching you.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Bottas, Verstappen, Esteban Ocon and Grosjean, Massa, Sainz, Perez and Daniel Kvyat, Alonso, Magnussen, Nico Hulkenberg and Stroll, Wehrlein, Raikkonen, Daniel Ricciardo and Marcus Ericsson, Palmer and a McLaren rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, so it's a little intriguing that Ricciardo and Raikkonen are down the grid with penalties, so there may be opportunities there. We may be able to follow them through, may be able to beat them into turn 1, but that may mean we'll have to get defensive with them later. It is raining at the moment, but not enough for Inters. The suggested strategy was quali option. We decided to flip that, do option quali. Let's go quicker at the end. And whilst the rain's like this, the tyre doesn't actually mean anything, so it's useful to actually, take the slower tyre. Which will hopefully mean we can get something out of the race we're expecting very little from. I'd be very surprised if we do score points in this race, because let's be honest, a Honda engine down that 2 kilometres straight? Okay, this can only go so well, but Kando actually went okay last time and it shouldn't have done. Anyway, it's the lights, there's 4 of them, there's 5 of them! And we are going here at Azerbaijan, and it's going to be a tricky start, of course, in these very tricky conditions. We'll actually get OK Mines off the start, and now into turn 1, taking it very gingerly, and there we go with P17 at the moment. We'll be able to make any more ground. Raikkonen, oh, Raikkonen pushes us wide, but we're not going to take that. I'm going to dive bomb into turn 2. Some peeping at us, maybe we'll be able to get back to dry soon, as Raikkonen is going side by side with us. It's going to be a drag race down towards turn 3. Raikkonen for some reason is actually slower in a straight line. We do have low aero, but surely that Ferrari's going to quick in a straight line, even if it has aero piled on. Now to turn 3, oh, we bad specialist on this track, Stroll out the way for some reason, but he's still there. He ain't giving up. But we're going to take a cheeky inside line, but he's wise to it. He plays his car very well, and he's still in P15. But we'll head down to 5 now. No, that's not happening, Lance. I'm sorry. That's P14 for us, and we're in an option tyre, so we're looking very handy compared to at the moment. Now, as we come out of the first sector now, and now into sector 2. Here we are into turn 7, and you can get a lot of time against the AI there for some particular reason. Maybe you can just turn the car better. And now into the castle section. Through 8, and now 9, and 10, and now into 11, and now through 12, and now we're trying to get nicely on the power. This is a good chance to gain positions while the weather's a bit dodgy, and car performance means a bit less than usual, and tyre performance doesn't really matter much as usual. Other than tyre wear, it's pretty much all even Stevens as we now head into turn 15, where it can go very easily wrong. We managed to manhandle the car though, so it's going to be okay as we now head down into turn 16. And all is well in our world, and now we head down to the end of the lap, and as the change of scene will show, well, let's be honest, the Honda engine is being a Honda engine right now. Even in these tricky conditions, it's going to be very hard to make up time, and Stroll is coming back at us, inevitably Nat Williams, but never mind, it is P14 at the end of a lap, and now into lap 2 now, as we head out turn 1. But as we cut to the end of a lap, we see that we're struggling at the moment. Hulkenberg's getting away. I know we're not in a quick car for the track, but come on. DRS being enabled, that can only mean Stroll's going to pass us if we keep it like that. He's 3 tenths behind. He has a Williams, so be sure of one thing. If he can pass, he will pass ASAP in a straight line. So we need to hurry up here as we head through 2 now. Getting on the power. We're getting out of traction zones okay. It just isn't really working out for us, which is a little bit of a shame. But no matter, we're not going to give up just yet. And this is why we've actually caught Hulkenberg at the end of lap 3. We've got DRS off him. We'll be able to do anything to turn 1 actually. Probably not from this distance. Let's not do it across it here. But the fact we have gone into range, we've caught him very quickly on that lap. So that's quite encouraging. We're getting used to the conditions. Took some getting used to. Now as we head down towards turn 6, we're going to take a look. Sorry, this is turn 5. And now into 6, we're going to cut him back and take him on traction. AI struggling on traction. I've found my feet now, and that's brilliant. That's now up to P13, which is something I didn't think I'd be saying too much. But I am McLaren Honda, I probably should be expecting it. And now we're going to be overtaking Kevin Magnussen into turn 16, like he wasn't there. That's not really an overtaking place normally, but this is a crazy place, so, you know, why not? Now to lap 5, DRS on the pack. We're now in P12, and we see there's quite a big of a fight going on with Alonso, Massa, and Kvyat all in front. We're going to try and take all 3 of them. He says we're going to do that. We got a bit of barging there, and oh my gosh, we've actually taken Kvyat. Let me open into P9. How have we done that? I couldn't even keep up with that. It was that dramatic. That's why it's the thumbnail, guys. Going 4 wide nearly, and we got purple through sector 2 on lap 6. Time to go in purple as the track is starting to dry. We have taken advantage of the fact that the track was very tricky, and now we move on to lap 7. We've still got some pace here as we go purple again through sector 2. The track clearly is improving quite a bit as Lewis sets another fastest lap, and then Valtteri actually falls in the Mercs trading fastest laps here. But the one thing from our perspective anyway is that we're getting closer and closer to Sainz Jr. as the purple laps keep on rolling in. We're now into the 47, so the track is improving quite a lot now. But for our case, it's about getting to P8. And we do know at the moment we're still in front of Raikkonen and Ricciardo, who are catching from behind. They will come later probably, but our task now is going to be with Sainz Jr. on the DRS, and like he wasn't there. We're competitive against the Renault power unit though still. So that's good. Perez is at the fastest lap of the race. That's all you need to know about this track. It's improving rapidly. So yes, we're now up into P8 and we're lap 9 now. Yeah, more fastest laps being done. Lewis going into the 46s. So's Valtteri. They're trading fastest laps here quite a lot. And I'll move on to lap 10 because Sainz has actually stayed with us. You can get quite a tour here at Azerbaijan. And now Sainz is going to be having a look at us yet again. Yes, he is. We've been falling asleep here, and he probably gets us into turn 3. So, can we get back him straight away? Can we take him back into turn 4? Yes, we can. We have to take a race. We kind of have to push him aside. But his job done. There we go. P8. That's lovely. And now we move on to lap 12. It's all about trying to catch Grodra now. But actually, the round of stops going on. Battle had us well beyond his window. So, that's all good. For him anyway. But crucially though, we've got people like Verstappen behind, and we've got Ocon behind as the round of stops carries on for those staying on the qualies. So it'll be interesting how quickly they catch us. Lewis sets the fastest lap. He is obviously well in front, and he's using his new tyres very effectively. And we've got the former Formula 3 rivals of Verstappen and Ocon find each other. Ocon in the quicker car is going to be using DRS. They're both using DRS, but Ocon's got the Merc power. And it's going to kick in, and now he's got a slipstream off us. Will he be able to take us into turn 1? No, he cannot. He's going to have to settle behind for now. But on the run to turn 3, however, he's just going to blast way ahead of us. Fresher tyres, better power unit, better in a straight line. There's no real contest, really, is it? And that's Ocon into a podium place position. This is crazy. But now, Verstappen is now going to have a look at us on lap 14. He's desperate to get back to find his former Formula 3 rival. And yes, this is going to be quite an easy move. He's inching forward though, just inching. But quite frankly, he's got a lot more grip in that Red Bull, on tyres, chassis itself. So yes, that's just the way it is. But on lap 16 now, we're going to decide to pit this lap. Perez has finally caught us as well. He was one of the guys in front of us as well. It's the second that suits the Force India, because he's a good chassis, he's slick in a straight line, his error isn't too high. So yes, but anyway, let's bin our options and get onto the quality tyre now as we make a pit stop. Oh, we actually brake way too early for the stop line. I've just noticed that pit sign says 80 k's, which is 50 miles an hour, even though the speed limit is 37 miles an hour, which is 60 k's. Curious, but anyway, less about that. Let's ditch the options. Let's put on the qualifying tyre and let's go. Let's see what we can do. We're currently outside the points. Ricciardo has undercuts, and I'm assuming that's the same for Raikkonen as well. And out we go. Off the limiter now, and accelerating rate, and we know the car behind is actually Fernando. This is actually quite interesting. Fernando will have gotten another undercut on us. Hasn't quite worked out for him, though, because he's still behind, so we just managed to come out in front of him. All is well in our world for now. But our focus has to be on scoring some World Championship points. Magnussen does eventually pit. Actually, no, I'm lying. He's out of the race. I'm so sorry about that. I really should be paying attention, and that annoyingly creates a virtual safety car. If I'd have paid a lap later, I'd be about to make the stop now, which would have been very, 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 very good for us. So yeah, that's slightly annoying, but it's over, and we can carry on with our race. And we're in P11 at the moment. I'm seeing yellow flags ahead of us, though, so I'm wondering what race. We're 7.1 behind Massa, so that's something to know. Oh, Hamilton's falling down the order. What's happened to him? What's happened to Hamilton? As we go through the sweepers, he's very slow. What's going on here? Turns out he's got a front left puncher. That's going to really hurt his race. I kind of feel sorry for him. I really, really, really do. Well, that's his chance of points gone. You can see us going, then Fernando going, and everyone behind Fernando. And, well, that's just the way life is. Okay, but that held up Massa quite a lot. I forgot to capture that. But he's 2.8 in front of us now, rather than 7 odd seconds. So, 2 points rather than 1 seems a lot more likely than it should have been. Now it's down to 2.2, I believe, if I can read correctly. Now it's down to 2.1. We're inching closer on lap 20. But here's the thing now. Towards the end of lap 20 and into lap 21, we make it down to 1.8 seconds. And on lap 21, we actually finally start to encroach in DRS range. We'll be able to do anything with him. We now go into DRS. And we're actually closing in very highly on him. Our engine is nearly topping out on potential, and yes, that is finally P8 for us. Quite unexpectedly as well. I guess Hamilton kind of gifted that to us by bulking Massa as he trundled around with his puncher. We know that Ricciardo is 7.5 seconds in front of us. That's just not happening, so we're just going to cut towards the end of the race. And now that Sebastian Vettel has avoided the troubles of Azerbaijan for once in his life, and he has won the race. Not like 2017 real life or 2018. No barging, no lockups or dive bombs.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
And we didn't have a bad one either. P9, probably the best we can do, really.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium, and as the drivers make their way out, there's a familiar red suit making its way to the top step. Fantastic win for Ferrari.
I'm curious what's happened to Bottas, because how the hell have Ocon and Verstappen ended up on the podium? A circuit like Baku, Mercedes are off the podium. I guess that's just the manners of Baku, isn't it, really? The fact, this is a place where in real life, after 3 attempts, have still not got them. Both cars onto the podium, just one apiece every time. That's just it, really. So yeah, there isn't really much to say about the race results other than we were 9th, 50 odd seconds behind again. We do need to pick up the pace of development, but luckily we'll have bits coming in the future. In the drive championship, we're now sticking to P9 because Ocon's podium, well, that's putting way ahead of us now. And in the constructors, that's P5 for us. Has to close in a little bit because of Grosjean's finish, but you know, there's nothing to worry in. Results points, we're saving up now. We've nearly got 3 minor upgrades on the power unit ready to go, thanks to our efficiency upgrades. Hopefully the upgrades do work in Austria. Please, please, please work, because Austria is a place where power is good for us. Rivalry update, this is going very swimmingly. We gained 2 points on the caveat there, so we're no longer level pegging. We've got 2 points ahead now, because we did a fast lap in the race. It's why option quali is better than quali option. And our team has approved the way we performed in the race, because we beat Fernando. We easily destroyed the target 17th by finishing P9. And now here comes career score, which means something. I still haven't worked out what it means, really. So we'll just ignore that. We'll just use it as filler time. And yes, guys, that's been the end of episode 9 of F1 2017 Career Mode. It's been a pleasure as usual. And I'll see you next time in Austria. But I must say this. We're on to something here. With the power unit upgrades, it can only help with circuits like Austria, Silverstone. Yes, there is Hungary, but then we've got Spa, Monza. So this is a ripe time to get those upgrades on. I shall see you next time at the Austrian Grand Prix. Goodbye.